Since 2001, I've been proud to serve as the House Democratic Caucus Chair. We have steadily expanded our caucus from its lowest point of 33 members to 40 strong today. But we've reached the boiling point in the General Assembly of inability to govern by the Republican leadership. The people of Virginia deserve real change in the General Assembly. It could not be clearer to me that Democratic leadership has been good for Virginia. You contrast the Warner Kane record of the best managed state in the nation, the best state to do business, and the best state for a child to succeed with the Bush-Cheney administration, we come out on top. But every step of progress we have made, Republican leaders have stood in the way. Now we need a change in the General Assembly, a change in Richmond. We need new leadership and a new direction for our State House. We have 7 good reasons for the people of Virginia to change the General Assembly this November. First, Republicans fought against respecting work and workers by raising Virginia's minimum wage. Someone who works a 40-hour work week could still live below the poverty line, and Virginia Republicans said that was okay. 2, in the face of debilitating and chronic illnesses like cancer, Parkinson's, and Alzheimer's, Virginia Republicans fought to close the door to life-saving stem cell research. We have a chance to research these cures, but Republicans propose defunding any college or university that engaged in such work. Third, every Virginian is now acutely aware of the Republican transportation plan that fails to solve transportation but gives out $1,000 speeding tickets to military officers and pregnant women as long as they live in Virginia. That's not a solution to a problem. It's a Washington-style gimmick brought to you by the same failed House Republican leadership. Fourth, last session we proposed efforts to raise Virginia's teacher pay to the national average in order to attract, retain, and reward the best quality teachers for our students. The young minds of our next generation deserve no less, but that effort was quickly cut short by a majority uninterested in those types of investments. Fifth, when the Virginia business community joined forces with Governor Moran to preserve our coveted AAA bond rating, Virginia's House Republican leadership were nowhere to be found. The hallmark indicator about fiscal responsibility was mocked, scorned, and ignored by the Republican majority. Sixth, just this past year when Governor Kane and Virginia Democrats proposed expanded in-home care options for our elderly and infirm, we could not get the votes from the majority party. Lastly, and as a father of 2, it is appalling that we work to make record investments, the largest such investments in K-12 education in Virginia history. The Republican leadership tried to block us at every turn. They're more interested in rigid ideology than investing in our children. Each of these failures of Republican leadership is a reason for change in Richmond. And they are reasons we are going to take to the people of Virginia over the next 40 days. We're confident that Virginians will want to change the General Assembly when they contrast the Republican record with our agenda. Fortunately, we have the candidates to support change in Richmond. We have prosecutors, firefighters, businessmen and women, police officers, military commanders, nurses, teachers, public servants, all. These are the candidates that will change this General Assembly when we convene in January. Today, we launch a tour. The tour will take us to every corner of Virginia. Between now and Election Day, to spread the message of change for a better, brighter, and stronger future. This next week we'll take stops at Virginia Beach, Richmond, Danville, Rocky Mount, Dickinson, Leesburg, and Prince William, all to spread the word that change is needed. During this tour, we will roll out a series of bold ideas to make Virginia an even better place to live, work, and raise a family. Last week, we announced the Military Veterans Bill of Rights to protect those owed a debt by our grateful nation. But we don't necessarily believe that all good ideas reside here in Richmond. So we'll be rolling out our additional proposals while with elected leaders in different communities across Virginia for the next 3 weeks. As many of you know, last year we redesigned our beautiful state capitol to make it worthy of our historic past. We rebuilt the outside and redesigned the face. What matters to the people of Virginia is the people that work inside this historic Capitol. After last year's remodeling of the outside, this year we are going to change the business that goes on inside.